Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup of Kenwood High School versus the West Creek Coyotes, which is the Battle of the Mills. Hello, my name is Patton Cook, and alongside me is Jeff Matthews. Now, Jeff, Kenwood has a powerful running attack. Tell us something about it. Absolutely,
they do have a powerful running attack, and I think they're going to, with Dante Mayberry, he's averaging about 80 yards per game, which is amazing for a high school team. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how the West Creek defense handles that. So it's going to be an interesting game overall.
Now tonight for Kenwood is homecoming, so you got some builded pressure throughout the week. So it should be interesting to see how things go for tonight.
Absolutely, I'm super excited to watch this game. Kenwood's going to elect to receive tonight. West Creek is going to be kicking it off, and we're about to start tonight's game.
Daniel Pulley to kick for the Coyotes, and we're off. Kenwood takes it at its own 1 yard line, and the returner is swallowed up at about the 10-yard line. Great coverage team there from the Knights.
Absolutely.
Or the Coyotes, sorry.
Great job by the Coyotes. They got downfield and they were able to see where he was going and where he wanted to go, and he just kind of ran right into him.
So we will get an early look of that star player that we mentioned earlier, Dante Mayberry. So should be interested to see if he can start off early and really put fear into the Coyotes.
Absolutely.
Now the Knights have used a couple quarterbacks this year, but number 5, who has taken most of the snaps, Amonte Moss, is not in tonight. So a little inexperience at quarterback, and number 17, Anthony Smith, is in for the Knights. So that's going to be something to watch here tonight, Jeff.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Starting at the 17-yard line are the Knights. And there he is, Mayberry, but I can't say enough about that Coyote front on the first play.
Absolutely. Dante definitely, he tried to go to that right side, got to about the line of scrimmage, and Coyote swallowed him up right there.
So after that play, it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line, no gain, so he just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be interesting to see if they can stay patient on that running attack if they don't get anything on this 2nd down. Go ahead and hand it off to Mayberry once again. There's not much room to work with, but he gets some positive yards, so that's a better start from the first play there, Jeff.
Absolutely. He was able to find a hole and just walk his way right through it. Got some positive yards. I don't know if it was enough to move the chains. I think it's going to be 3rd and short, but it was a good run.
It looked like number 27 for the Coyotes, Dedrick Butler, was there to wrap up Dante Mayberry, which is no easy task. They've used the same formation all throughout this drive, so it's 3rd and about 5. They go ahead and drop back the pass, and overshoots his receiver. That was number 17, Anthony Smith. The pass, it was intended for Zavon Johnson, so not the best drive to start out there, Jeff, so already some trouble for that offense for the Knights.
Absolutely. They definitely wanted to start off with that run. You know, the first 3 plays were going to be the run, and then they went for that pass because they were a little bit farther back. And when they get into those situations where it's, you know, long 3rd downs, you're forced to throw.
Yep.
That's not one of their strong suits.
That's definitely going to be something to watch tonight. If they can keep it in that 3rd and manageable where they can just run every play pretty much. It's a bad snap, so the punter's just looking to make something of it. Makes a man miss. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but other than that, it's nothing else. So that's an awful start for the Knights.
Not a good start. As you see here, low snap already, and he's forced to run the ball at this point. He almost gets to the 1st down, but he's tackled about 4 or 5 yards right before. So now West Creek's going to have great field position coming in with their first drive tonight.
The man to watch for West Creek is definitely going to be Dwayne Merriweather, the running back in the backfield.
We'll see how he goes up against this Kenwood defense and see if he can get through that defensive line and score those positive yards.
Looks like Jaden Anderson is going to be in the backfield for the Coyotes. Draw backs the pass. He's got a man open. Ooh, falls incomplete, intended for Alex Spencer.
Absolutely. The Kenwood Knights, number 4, Taylor Christian, he was a great job at his defense here. He was able to get his hand in between West Creek's receiver and break up that pass.
So early they're going to the passing game the total opposite of the Knights, so should be interested to see how this goes. They go in and hand it off to number 2, Merriweather, and there is nothing there. Both teams doing a good job up front.
Absolutely, both teams have done well so far with defense. Merriweather ran to the right side, got caught in the backfield, and wasn't able to get past that and just got swallowed up.
So after those no gains on first and second down, it would be 3rd and 10. But still great field position. You could probably kick a field goal here if you trust your kicker. Rolls out back to pass, nearly intercepted. Oh,
almost intercepted twice.
That was Christian Taylor, sorry.
As you see here on the replay, he rolls out to the left side, throws it. It's going to be tipped up, and then almost intercepted.
Man, if you're the Knights, you just got to have one of those. So it looks like they're going to go for it. Don't have much trust in their kicker, it looks like. So 4th down territory here deep in the Knights' end zone. They go ahead and have a play action pass. Throws it deep's got a man. Oh. Tell you what, that's just great defense from the Knights after that rough start on the offensive possession.
It was a great job by West Creek. I agree with the play call here. He throws the ball, he's expecting, almost throws it perfectly. However, the Knights defense was just able to get in there and break it up.
Had about 2 players out there, so after that horrible first possession for the Knights, they come out unscathed.
So now we get to see the Knights come out with their offense for the 2nd time tonight already. Let's see if they're changing anything or if they're going to stick with that run game for the most part.
Mayberry in the backfield for the Knights. See if he can get some open room to make a man miss. Oh, fumbled. It looks like the Coyotes have it. Yes. Things just go bad to worse.
Absolutely. On the 2nd drive for the Knights, not able to get a first down through the first drive, and now they go into their 2nd drive of the night, and he fumbles the ball. Recovered by West Creek, putting West Creek in great field position already again.
You can just kind of feel that air go out of the crowd here tonight of homecoming for the Knights, so it'll be interesting to see if they can make that up later on. So after a bad possession for the Coyotes, they get another chance. The quarterback takes it. Oh, an option. Great play by the Coyotes, and he gets very close to the first down. I tell you what, the quarterback, Jaden Anderson, did a great job just flipping it off at the last second.
Absolutely. That's going to be number 12 for the Coyotes. Jaden Anderson. What a great job by just being open and quarterback realizing
being
that.
Aware, yeah. Gain about 9 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 1. See if the Knights can bail out their offense once more. There is a flag. Oh, and he is dropped. Number 15. That is Zavon Johnson. Oh, like a bullet in the backfield there, Jeff.
Absolutely. Let's see what this flag is. It's going to be a Coyote illegal formation.
That'll back them up 5. It'll be 2nd and about 6 for the Coyotes after that penalty. It's probably for the best since that play didn't really work out for them on first down. Quarterback drop backs the pass, finds a man. Incomplete, it looks like he didn't get a foot in bounds.
I thought he caught that one. It looked like it from here up in the booth.
It looked pretty comfortable.
The ref must have saw something we did. Maybe a foot was out of it. Maybe he didn't even catch the ball.
So after that, it's 3rd and 7. And I don't know if you're in field goal position either, so it could be 4 down territory once more. They go ahead and the quarterback keeps it, and he is dropped in the backfield. Fooled me for a second. I thought the tailback had it, but Jaden Anderson went ahead and kept it, and I think it's 4-down territory, Jeff.
Ran to the right, and the Knights, it looked like they expected that to happen. I think that's probably about the 4th or 5th time they've ran that play. I think the Knights have finally realized that Coyotes quarterback loves to run the ball.
So it does look like they're going to go ahead and try a field goal. Number 84, Daniel Pulley, on to take the field goal from about the 18-yard line. I'll tell you what, the Knights defense has really bailed out this offense. They could be down 14-0 right now. Kick is up, and it is good. So after that, 3-0 score after that horrible first possession for the Knights.
Both teams struggled on their first drives tonight, and the Knights failed to achieve on their second drive. They kind of fumbled the ball.
So with your score being 3-0, we'll see you back on APSU-TV.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me. So there you go.
Welcome back after that short break, with your score being 3-0 in the Coyotes' favor. And to be honest with you, Jeff, it could really be worse for the Knights.
Absolutely. The Knights have given Coyotes 2 chances to score. Luckily for the Knights, Coyotes went through all 4 downs in their first drive of tonight, ending in a 4th down turnover. And then the Knights went in for their second drive, and they fumbled the ball, and Coyotes recovered. And then that's what led to that kicking attempt.
They go ahead and kick it off deep to the Knights. The returner will make the look something good out of this. He's got some room. A nice return, brought back to about the 32-yard line.
The ball is returned by number 3.
Great job by the Knights. He grabbed the ball and then just went down the field with it, found his holes, followed his blockers, and got those yards.
So for the Knights offense, they'll trot back out on the field, and you can't really do much worse in these past 2 possessions.
So we'll see here if the Knights are going to do anything different, or they're going to stick with that run. We've already seen that maybe the run is not the best option for tonight, but you know, I am not a professional coach.
I am not either, safely to say. In the shotgun, our Kenwood looking to get some momentum on their side. Go ahead and hand it off to Mayberry, but he is met in the backfield, but he finds some room. Man, he did well just to get back to the line of scrimmage there, Mayberry.
And that goes to say why I called him a powerhouse running back. He grabs the ball, and he never stops moving his feet. See here, he almost carries a guy another 1.5 yards.
It really is amazing the strength of. He's only a junior, so he's got at least 1 more year left to get even stronger. That's kind of scary to think for the opposing teams. Go ahead and hand it off to Mayberry once more, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Just not a lot of push from the offensive line up there, Jeff.
Couldn't find a hole. There's not much you can do about that. If there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to run, and he did the best he could on that one.
So it looks like about 3rd and 7 for the Knights. And as we said previously, you want to stay in the 3rd and manageable so you can run the ball, but now in 3rd and 7, you're really stuck to throw the ball, so not much level of surprise for them. Got Kai Braxton in the backfield for the Knights. Fumbled again. This is just going from bad to worse for Kenwood. No sign yet of who has it, but it didn't look good. It looked like the Coyotes have it.
And Kenwood's going to come up with it.
All right.
It's going to bring up 4th down.
Over a 4th down. 4th down and 10 for the Knights.
just the quarterback having a tough trouble holding the ball, Jeff. And that's not a good sign if you're only in the first quarter in the third drive and you're having trouble holding the ball.
Absolutely. And that was actually Dante Mayberry acting as quarterback.
So Kenwood will go ahead and punt it away, and it is not a very good one unless they can get a good bounce, and they can't. It is down close to about the 47-yard line on Kenwood's side, so it's just not going well for him. So great field position, Jeff, for the Coyotes to have a chance to get the first touchdown of the night.
Absolutely. This is going to be Coyotes' third possession with great field position. And let's see what they're going to do and how they're going to react to another opportunity to score.
Yeah. Kenwood really hasn't had that opportunity to have good field position. There's a flag on the play. No word yet.
Here comes the call.
It's going to go against Kenwood, so go ahead and push them up, so an even shorter first down conversion for them are the Coyotes.
Be about 1st and 5.
Just very sloppy from the Knights. You would think they'd have a lot of excitement, but it's just really sloppy from the Knights so far in this first quarter. An option out to the Coyotes and really stuffed, but did gain a couple yards, fortunately, so it'll be about 2nd and 2 for the Coyotes. Looks like you got an injured player down for the Knights. Can't tell who that is, but we hope the best for him. You just don't like seeing, even on a homecoming, but any game really, an injured young man on the field.
Absolutely not.
So with your score being 3-0, we'll be back after the break on APSU-TV.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
And welcome back after that short break, and fortunately enough for pretty much everyone, number one, Isaiah Largan is walking off under his own power, so that's great to see.
It's very good to see. You never want any of these players to get hurt, especially in today's age. We always take much more precaution, playing these contact sports. So it's really nice to see when players are able to get up and walk away.
So with looks like 2nd and 2 for the Coyotes, so you can really do anything here. You can run it for 2 yards, or you can maybe take a shot at the end zone and see what you can do.
Second down is short from the Coyotes.
Another type option for the Coyotes, and he is wrapped up in the backfield by the Knights. Very well done looked like the linebacker for the Knights.
Looks like it's still going to be short. It's going to be about maybe 3rd and a few inches.
Yeah.
We'll see what they go for here. They might just go for a run, or maybe they go for another one of those option plays that they've been running tonight, and maybe go over to the left side or even possibly the right side.
It's a tough thing to cover, the options. It looks like they're going into it once more. Looks like enough for a first down, but there is a flag. Kind of in that area, it's usually like a holding call, so we'll be interested to see on who it is on. It is holding. It's coming back, so it'll be 3rd and about 6 or 7, so not very good, Jeff.
No. They had that penalty at the very beginning of the play, and they were able to get that ball halfway in, coming 1st and 5, and now you get all the way up to about 3 and 1, and you're pushed back.
Yeah, you're about 3rd and 12, so even further from the initial line of scrimmage at the very beginning of the drive. So very tough, 3rd and 12. in the pistol. They're going to pass, obviously. Intended for number 11 for the Coyotes, Markel Dobbs, but it fell incomplete as well. Far away from his intended receiver.
I think he overthrew him just a little bit, kind of led him a little too far, and he wasn't able to come up with that.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and punt, so that is a costly penalty for the Coyotes. They had the first down, but now you're punting. So the Knights will once again, they get bailed out by their defense. It could really be ugly if it wasn't for their defense here, Jeff, but it's been great from the Knights defense, sorry.
Absolutely, the Knights have done a great job throughout this whole entire game with the defense. They've done a great job of stopping Damian Merriweather from running that ball all over the field. And even the Coyotes, they've done a great job in defense stopping Dante Mayberry.
With your score being 3-0, we will catch you back after the break on APSU TV.
0-1, hit high and deep. Back of the end zone. Brown got it. Four drives inside. Put it up. See this one. Swung and missed it.
Now Smith again. Block point tech.
Nice turnaround by Johnson. Near post. Kick in.
Any place, anytime. Find it here. The OBC Digital Network.
And welcome back after that short break. And as we were saying just before we were cut off on the break, the Knights defense has really helped them from it not being a blowout just in the first quarter.
Absolutely. Damian Crisp back to punt.
Good snap.
It was almost blocked by the Knights.
It's going to get a friendly roll. It's going to be down about the 13-yard line for the Knights, so it's been bad field position all night so far, and that's not going to change on this drive.
Let's see if the Knights are able to come up with something here, start something rolling on the offense, see if they can head down this field and score.
You feel like just one big run from Dante Mayberry will kind of get this team energized once more, but because just them jotting out on the field, they don't look very energized. So they will start 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. They're in the I formation for the Knights. Mayberry will get another opportunity on the ball, and he is tripped up. That's a great tackle from number 28. That is Chris Parson. Dante's a little slow to get up. There's a rough hit on the lower extremities.
Looks like the tackle came from a little bit maybe below the waist right there. Maybe just shook him up. But he seems okay now. He's walking on it.
Ty Braxton checks in for Dante Mayberry after that tough tackle. Didn't really gain anything, so it'll be about 2nd and 10. In the I formation once more. Kai looks for a room but doesn't see much. Ran into his own man, and it's not going to go well for him. There's a flag.
You know, those kind of plays are dangerous when you end up having to cut back and go backwards. You're looking to make progress. However, sometimes that could lead to something even worse than just running with your route. Right there, he got a little bit, lucky on that one. He got back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
There was a flag, but I have not seen a signal what it is, but looks like they're backing them up. It is a block in the back. So just bad to worse, the Knights. They can't really find any momentum going for them, and as it backs them up to about the 8 or 7 yard line, they're going to have a tough 2nd down conversion. It looks like about 2nd and 20 for the Knights. So do you try to get some yards back on the run game, even though you haven't been so successful so far? Do you go ahead and go for a pass?
With this team, I would say that their run game is their strongest game. It might not have been working right now in this game, but I think you have to stick with what you know.
In the shotgun, they go back and pass, look for a little screen play, but there is nothing there.
West Creek did a great job on reading that play and knowing where that ball was going to be and able to swallow up that receiver.
This defense is very impressive. Not only keeping Dante Mayberry fairly quiet as you can have them, but just they can't get anything going on the passing or the running game. So a slow start for the Knights so far.
That's going to bring up 3rd down, and I think even more than what it was. I think they brought him back about a yard. It's about 3rd and 21 now. At this point, you have to say we have to throw it. It's 3rd down. You have no other option. So we'll see how the Kenwood Knights handle this 3rd and 21 situation.
In the shotgun once more. An obvious passing situation. They throw it deep. Out of bounds. He had the height advantage there, but the throw just was it was 5 yards out of bounds.
Yeah. It's a tough break for the Knights. They did a great job on being able to see where that ball was going. Unfortunately, it was out of bounds, and it was not able to be caught. So that's going to bring out the punting team.
Not the greatest punt previously, so, I mean, you got to have a better punt here, or else you're really putting your defense in an awful position. Kenwood's punter punting in his own end zone. It's always an awkward thing to be punting in your end zone, but you're going to have to do it tonight.
Absolutely. We'll see where he tries to place this kick. Low snap again. He's going to have to run it.
Nothing. Just no room for him. It's just not very good from the Knights so far.
No, not very good at all. It's the 2nd low snap the punter has had tonight, forcing him to run the ball. And now you're giving the Coyotes even better field position than you would have if you were able to get that punt off.
So, really lost for words here, because coming in you were saying this run game is it's gonna be great for the Knights, but once that went out, it looked like they're panicking almost.
Definitely do believe they were not expecting the run game to be shut down as much as it had been.
Yeah. Looks like there's a false start on the running back for the Coyotes, so that'll back them up. Kind of like the game you did last week, Jeff. A lot of penalties so far just in the first quarter.
Absolutely. I covered Kenwood about 2 weeks ago against Northwest, and just like this game, there was a bunch of penalties that happened in the first half. Yep. And it toned down a lot heading, farther into the game, but I don't know if that's going to happen here tonight.
In the pistol are the Coyotes. It's more of a reverse type play, but gained a couple on the play, not going to get him back to the original line of scrimmage.
He's going to hand it off and then fake handoff, and he's going to re-hand it off, and he's going to run straight up the middle. Great play choice. It didn't get him as much yardage as I think they wanted, but it did a great job of getting him a couple.
It's a quick pass there, complete to the Coyotes. And a very good quick slant out there for the Coyotes, something that the Knights haven't been able to do so far.
No, and the Coyotes have done a great job right now on that play, especially able to just do that quick little pass right there, get him enough yards, and it's now going to be 1st down.
Be 3rd down, and he's not going to get the marker. That's a great job by the Knights defense, and it looks like they're going to force another field goal for the Coyotes. You really can't say enough, because this Knights defense has consistently been put in awful positions all night, but they bailed them out, and it could be even worse than what it is at a 3-0 ball game so far.
Absolutely. It actually looks like the Coyotes offense is going to stay on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. When you're this close to the field goal, you're already far into the Knights territory.
Quarterback will take it, looking for some room. He's got a flag on the play, but he's diving for the end zone. He's just short of the goal line, but there is a flag on the play.
appears to be a hold.
No word yet on what the flag was, but if I had to guess, it would definitely be a hold.
And it will be a hold. It's going to be on the Coyotes. It's going to push them back even farther. But now you ask yourself, are they sticking with the offense, or do you go ahead and go with a kick?
To me, I would stick with the offense purely because the Knights have not shown that they can move the ball downfield, so you're not really gambling much. So it does look like there's some second guessing from the Coyotes, but the special teams unit's slowly trotting onto the field. Daniel Pulley will come on to attempt his second field goal of the night and put him up 6-0 in the Coyotes' favor.
They're going to play it safe here instead of gambling on 4th down and getting no points. They just want to go ahead and try to get those 3 points right there.
Oh, it is blocked.
It's actually...
That is so well done from the Knights. Just bailing out their offense once more, and it's just a great defensive play.
Here comes the kick, and he's not going to be able to get it. It's going to be blocked.
So after that block kick, Dante Mayberry and company will trot out on the field to hopefully just get some yards, just maybe get the midfield to slowly start to get their running game working again. Be interesting to see if they can do it.
Almost at the end of the first quarter, the Kenwood Knights have not passed their side of the field at all tonight.
First down, football fans. First down for the Knights.
Anthony Smith will be under center. Tosses it out to Mayberry. Kind of stumbles and he's dropped in the backfield.
Mayberry going onto that right side, trying to get to the sideline, is not able to come up with the play, and he's going to be stopped on the sideline.
I'm kind of speechless. As I said before, just this running game is not looking like what they were supposed to be. It'll be 2nd down and looks like about 1. They got a yard on the play. So with your score being 3-0, we'll catch you back after the break on APSU TV.
NCAA Division I FCS football is a game of perseverance, integrity, passion, character, and sportsmanship. As he works to honor the game, every FCS student-athlete grows in his responsibilities as a student and as a member of his campus and community. Dedicated to personal growth and success in the classroom, the NCAA Division I FCS, every down, every day.
Welcome back after the break. We will switch ends to the field after that is the end of the first quarter. Kenwood desperately just trying to find some momentum, but it's not working for him so far, and it's all down to the running game.
I came into this game and we talked about Dante Mayberry being a solid running back. And West Creek's been able to come out on the defense and been able to stop him every run that he's had.
Yeah, it's really been incredible because just about every game Dante Mayberry's played, he's really taken advantage of the defense, but the defense is doing a great job tonight. So after the players switch sides of the field, we're looking to get the ball snapped once more and get the football rolling. You're sitting at about 2nd and 12, it looks like, so definitely looking to get some yards back for at least a 3rd and manageable for the Knights. They're at the 18-yard line. Are the Knights. Snap the ball to Mayberry. He's got them all with a fumble. Coyotes have got it. There is a flag on the play, but the Coyotes have it.
Let's see what this flag comes down to, because now that flag could change the whole entire momentum of the game right now.
It's a holding on the Knights, so the Coyotes will get the ball, and Dante Mayberry struggling.
He takes off with this ball, and he's going to just keep running. He did a great job of finding a hole. Gets wrapped up and just loses the ball. Didn't hold on tight enough, and they came in with that arm and swatted it out. And West Creek, was able to be right where the ball was and been able to pick it up.
Unfortunately for the Knights, that was their best run so far, and it ended in a fumble, so it's just really discouraging.
That's the third fumble tonight from the Knights, 2 of which ended in a turnover.
Quarterback rolls out and he gets dropped. Hello. Now that was explosive.
That was a very big tackle right there. I'm not even sure West Creek saw him coming.
Yeah, the poor quarterback, Jaden Anderson, he had no chance with 2 big boys coming at him.
Absolutely, and the crowd loved it. You could hear them here up in the booth chanting Kenwood Knights.
It'll be about 2nd down and looks like 18 yards, so could that get this team going? Anderson drops back to pass. Looks for a man. He's got a man. Intercepted. Great defensive play by from the Knights. The defense looks for a play. That is a great job.
Great job by the Knights defense.
Can't say enough about this defense, Jeff. We're speechless.
Absolutely. Coyotes threw that ball up, had a man open. However, the Knights defense had a very high jump and was able to reach his hands all the way up there and grab that ball and pull it back down.
That was Caleb McQueen. He plays wide receiver on the Knights, so he does it all for him tonight. So this is the best field position for the Knights thus far at the 36-yard line. See if they can do something with it. Get some momentum going on homecoming. Go ahead, hand it off to Mayberry. Searches for some room. That's a good run for Mayberry. Positive yards at this point is all you can take. Take a look at this replay.
Here we see Mayberry finally got some positive yards. He was able to find a hole this time and run right through it. Grabs his jersey, still just takes off running, and he just is brought down, but not before he grabs about 5 or 6 yards.
After that carry, it'll be 2nd and 4, and that's been the best run all night, and maybe we can see some more of that from Dante Mayberry, the star running back from Kenwood.
And maybe that was the play that Knights needed to get some momentum going.
Mayberry gets it. There's a fumble once more. It looks like the Knights got it. Fortunately enough, Dante Mayberry having some trouble holding on to it. That's his 4th fumble of the night.
4th fumble, 2 of which were a turnover.
Yeah.
And now you fumbled it again. Luckily, the Knights were able to recover it.
Unfortunately, that'll drop them back. Sorry, about 2 yards, so it'll be about 3rd and 5 or 6. So after that great run from Dante Mayberry, it's kind of erased after that sloppy fumble. About 9.5 minutes left to go in this game, in this half. Sorry, there's a flag. Delay a game on the Knights, so just can't make this up, Jeff. After a great run from Dante Mayberry, they're back to where they started at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. There is definitely a problem with flags this game. We've had quite a few already, and we're not even at the end of the first half.
In the pistol are the Knights. Definite passing situation, 3rd down. Finds his man, looks for some room. Breaking tackles, but he is going to be dropped at about the 40-yard line, just short of the 1st down.
He's going to throw it here to the right side with just a quick little screen play. And he's going to grab the ball. He's going to run up on that sideline. He's just going to keep driving his feet as much as he can. However, Coyotes were just able to wrap him up.
At that point, you're just looking for positive yards, and whatever you can get is great, but not enough for a 1st down, so it'll be 4th down, and the punting unit, which has not done well so far, I don't know if they've punted it. They punted it once, but they've had to scramble twice. It's another bad punt. It's going to roll out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Pardon.
And luckily, the Knights were able to get that punt off.
Yeah.
You know, the last 2 punts we had, the Knights had, it was low snaps forcing the kicker to run the ball.
So the Coyotes will trot back out onto the field, and other than field goals, they too have not done very much. So it's been a defensive battle, and whoever can blank first will probably win this game. Anderson still at quarterback after getting leveled on that last possession, probably still feeling some. Gets hit once more, but he hands it off to number 28 for the Coyotes. He's still on his feet.
What a great job by Anderson here. When he takes that ball, he's just kind of look at him and just kind of flick him the ball here. He's going to take it, little juke right there, and just take off on that sideline. He did a great job of just keeping up on running on that field.
There is a flag on the play, I do believe. There was a little scuffle after the play out of bounds on the Coyote side, so be interested to see if they call anyone on it. It's moved all the way to the 40-yard line for the Coyotes. Doesn't look like there was a flag, so that one's on me, but it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line for the Coyotes. Anderson in the pistol. Oof. Don't know if we can tell on that one whether it was a false start or on the defense. Looks like it was a false start.
Looked like it was a false start on everybody but the center. And after that great run, they're going to be pushed back a little bit.
That's been the story tonight for both teams. After that Dante Mayberry run, they were brought back with penalties, and after that great run from the Coyotes, they're dropped back. So it's been a kind of sloppy side on the offense for both teams thus far. I think about 1st and 15 at the 45-yard line. They hand it off. The Coyotes looking for some room, goes to the sideline. He is dropped out of bounds. Looks like about the 33-yard line. That's a great run, getting the penalty back and some, so it'll be 2nd down and manageable.
In that play there, he was able to get some blockers ahead of him and was able to find an area where his blockers could create some room for him to run. He just kind of followed him up there, and he was able to get past that 1st down marker and grab him some yards.
So it'll be 4th down. No sign of punting, so a lot of 4th down conversions. I don't think they've converted one tonight. Coyotes will look to do that right now. They hand it off to number 7. Looks for some rooms, not finding much. He's just going to get a yard on the play, so great job by the Knights defense once more. And it'll be turnover on downs.
Another turnover on downs. Just kind of running to the left side here, and he's looking for anything to go up there. He's not able to find anything, so then he's just forced to run out of bounds.
So the Knights will come back out on the offensive side, and I pardon it. The flag, the sideline crew was messed up, so it is only 3rd down. It wasn't 4th down last possession. It fooled me. The pass is complete to the Coyotes. It's a great job. Moved it up to about the 27-yard line.
And we haven't seen too many passing plays that have actually been completed this game. And so it was nice to see that he was able to throw a pass and it was completed and they were able to get that 1st down.
Be 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line for the Coyotes. There's a flag on the play. The quarterback did a great job. The Coyotes have some room, and he's knocked out of bounds just at the 5-yard line, it looked like, but there is a flag.
Like we said earlier, there's been a tremendous amount of flags this game, and on that one, it looks like it's going to be brought back. It's going to be against the Coyotes.
Looks like an illegal shift, so once more, that penalty just cancels out that great run from number 28 for the Coyotes, Chris Parson. Chris Parson's been the main man tonight for the Coyotes, but most of his plays have been called back from the penalties nonetheless. So at the 33-yard line, it'll be 1st and 15 for the Coyotes. In the pistol once more. kind of reverse type to number 7 for the Coyotes, and he gets some yards. Great run there. Looks like he got to the line of scrimmage in about 8 yards or 2.
He did. He did a pretty good job here, you know. Handed the ball off to number 7. Just kind of ran up the field and was able to grab those positive yards.
That was Jalen Hoosier for the Coyotes, so it'll bring up 2nd down, and looks like 8. They've been in the same formation all night, and he's got some room. That's number 42 for the Coyotes, and he's got that 1st down. Very well done from the, looks like the fullback, Elijah Lepepe. It's a great job, Jeff.
Awesome job. He grabbed the ball, he kind of started running with it, he got the 1st down, and it looked like his offensive line tried to come in and just kind of push him forward into that end zone. However, the Knights defense was a little bit stronger, was able to bring him down.
Looks like it's 1st and 10 at the, looks like the 14-yard line. They give it to Lepepe once more, and he's dragged down. It looks like the 5-yard line maybe, so positive yards. Looks like they found themselves a player.
Just gonna run it straight up the middle and just trying to get those positive yards.
Same play twice. I mean, it's working for them tonight. At least on this possession, I should say. And he is dropped in the backfield. Jalen Hoosier. That Knights defense starting to swallow up that run game after that great play from Lepepe.
He's going to run, and by the time he even grabbed the ball and took 1 step, Knights defense was already tackling.
Yeah. So bring up 3rd down and 10 after that great run from Lepepe. In the shotgun, as they've been for most of the night, they hand it off to, oh, they don't. It's play action pass. Got a man back to the 8-yard line, just short of the 1st down, but I have a feeling they might go for it.
When you're this close to the end zone, my personal opinion is that you're already into their territory.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gambling too much here if you go ahead and just try to go for it.
So it's 4th down. The Coyotes are going for it. See if they can get it. They pass it. It's a great catch in the end zone. That is a great play from the Coyotes. What a catch.
What a catch indeed. Throws it up, and he is able to grab a hold of that ball somehow.
It looked like he pinned it up against his helmet like the Patriots-Giants Super Bowl from Tyreek Hill.
And now it looks, here comes the PAT attempt. I almost thought they were going for 2 right there. I was a little mixed up on my players.
So after that touchdown, the score is 9-0 with the extra point on to look to make it 10-0. And it is good. What a play from the Coyotes. Just like that, they're up 10-0. So with your score being 10-0, we'll catch you after the break on APSU-TV.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Also, please take your concession stand. We have hot nuts, soul milk, and sweet candy.
So welcome back after that touchdown from the Coyotes. They will kick the ball off to the Knights. And Jeff, I mean, that was just a great offensive possession from the Coyotes, even with the penalties.
Absolutely, and that's the first time we've seen tonight the offense on either side of the teams been able to take the ball and run it down the field and score a touchdown tonight.
So milestone stuff happening here
Absolutely.
in this game with that first touchdown. The Knights will look to at least get a field goal out of it to make it a one-possession game. They kick it off deep to the Knights. The returner looks for some room, hops over a defender, and he's going to be dropped about the 27, the 28-yard line. Those big men up front started to push him forward for an extra yard or two.
Absolutely. And you could see Coyotes were just trying to get in there and rip that ball out of his hands, trying to force another turnover for tonight. Although they just kind of ended up tackling him and ended his run. We have about 5 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, if you're the Knights, you're going to want to get a score going into the half because Coyotes get the ball coming out of the second half. So it's going to be key if they can get something on the board before the half ends. Looks like Dante Mayberry is going to be in the backfield for the Knights. Had some positive runs the last drive, but plagued by penalties. So just going to need to get a couple runs that aren't brought back. Hand it off to Mayberry. He's got some room. That's a great run from Dante Mayberry. He's going to get the first down, dropped at the 40-yard line.
Absolutely. That's what I was talking about earlier when I said he's a powerhouse runner. If you give him any kind of hole at any sort, he's going to run right through it, and he's not going to stop running until his whole entire body is on the ground.
Great job by the big men up front, giving Dante a hole to run through. Definitely his biggest run of the night for 10 yards as the Knights are in the shotgun. Hand it off to Mayberry once more. Looks like a face mask, but he's still on his feet. What a play from Dante Mayberry, like you're saying, just chugging his feet.
He never stops moving. He's going to follow those blockers. He's just going to find a hole, and he's going to run through it. And like I said last play, if you leave any hole for him, he's going to go through it.
Yeah. So with that 2nd and 2 left to go for the Knights, starting to get a drive together slowly but surely, and we can hope for the best for him up in the booth. A jet sweep type play for the Knights, and he's going to get the first down. That is Kai Braxton. That's a great run from him to get the first down.
Absolutely. He's going to go into motion, and then he's going to run. He kind of sees an opening, and he just takes it.
It looked like the play was originally for him to go out to the outside, but he saw a gaping hole in the middle. He's like, well, why not get the first down and get out of here? So 1st and 10, the ball spotted at looks like the 46 or 47-yard line. Dante Mayberry in the backfield. He's been the main man for them thus far. Go ahead and hand it off to Dante, and he's met in the backfield, but shakes off the defender, but nothing you can do there. That was DeMarcus Washington. As it's been happening a lot tonight, just met in the backfield immediately.
Absolutely. The defense did a great job of just getting into the backfield, grabbing a hold of him and being able to stop his run before it even really started.
Yeah. So Anthony Smith trots back out on the field to get the play from the head coaching staff. And they're in the shotgun. Lost a couple, so it'll be 2nd and 13 for the Knights. With 3 minutes, 13 seconds left, and it looks like we got a timeout on the Knights. So with your score being 10-0, we will see you on the other side of the break on APSU TV.
Bank and Trust. Cumberland Bank and Trust keeps banking simple with the Edge checking account. The Edge is the only personal checking account that Cumberland Bank and Trust offers, and is the only checking account you will ever need. No minimum balance, no monthly fee, plus a free debit card, free online banking with bill pay, and free mobile banking. Check out the Edge at bank@cbt.com or stop in at any of the 5 convenient locations in Clarksville and Montgomery County. Get the Edge. Cumberland Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back to the Knights Stadium here on homecoming night. Just a great atmosphere for some Friday night football, and the weather couldn't be any more perfect.
Absolutely. We're in that middle of transitioning into fall, and it's just some of the best weather we've had already.
So the Knights will have a 2nd and 12 at about midfield. Best field position for them tonight, and Dante Mayberry will get the handoff, looking for some room. I hate to blame the offensive line, but they were just kind of standing there thinking that he was tackled, and Dante was still on his feet looking to get going.
It's hard to tell, you know, when they're running behind you, of course, it's, you know, there's not a lot of things you can do if you already think that he's already been tackled. And so that's one of those tough situations where it just didn't work out too well.
So 3rd and looks like 9 for the Knights. Pretty obvious passing situation here. Or did they try and fool him and run it? Go ahead and drop back the pass. Got a man deep. A jump ball. Intercepted. That is great job by Hoosier. And he's looking for a block, and he can't find any, but that's just a great job by the Coyotes. 2nd interception of the night.
Both men went up for that ball, and only one was able to come down with it. And unfortunately for the Knights, that was the Coyote defender, Hoosier there. There's not much you can say about that. It was just an unlucky grab for the Knights.
Tried to give his man a chance, but just a little bit underthrown. If that was thrown a little bit more, I mean, the man was taller, but just a little bit underthrown, and the Coyotes will start out at about the 29-yard line and look to build on this lead when they get the ball in the second half. Anderson will take the handoff, and he is dropped. I tell you what, he's taken a beating tonight, just not only from him running the ball personally, but those tosses, he's getting free hits every time.
Yeah, with those option plays, by the time he throws that ball off, there's already a defensive lineman tackling him.
A minute 55 remaining in this half. Anderson keeps it once more, and he's not going to toss it out, but there's a flag on the play. Anderson gained about 1 or 2 yards up to about the 33-yard line, but there is a flag like we've seen for much of the night.
Appears to be a holding.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding call on the Coyotes. It's going to back them up even more.
Nothing new tonight for both teams. Penalties have been a part of this game, unfortunately, which has kind of dragged on this first half, but it's had its exciting moments for sure.
Absolutely.
So after what looked like to be a good 1st and 10, now they're going to have about 2nd and 20. So a bit of a shock here for the Coyotes on 2nd down. They go back to pass, but intended for number 28, Chris Parson. It was just a little too far out in front of him and couldn't connect.
Looks like he tried to rush that throw a little bit, trying to get it to him as quickly as possible, which is what you want to do on those screen plays. Unfortunately, he didn't take that second look to make sure where he was throwing it was able to get to him, and he just kind of overthrew him a little bit.
So with a minute and a half remaining, this could be the first time we could see the Coyotes punt the ball, oddly enough. 3rd and long. Anderson is sacked. A great play by the Knights. Looked like they had a screen out there, but the Knights did a great job covering it.
Absolutely. The Knights, he went for that pass, and then he realized defenders were already up against him, wasn't able to throw that ball off. And then that's going to force them to punt.
So the first time the Coyotes have to punt tonight, oddly enough, is in their own end zone. So not much practice to go into with this end zone punt that they're going to have to go. Looks like number 3, Kai Braxton, is going to attempt to have a return. So this is going to be the best starting field position by far for the Knights, at least at midfield. And who knows, they could rush the punter and make him run, or we've seen crazier things tonight, so never know.
I was watching Damian Chris, their punter, Coyotes punter, practice before the game, and I tell you what, he was kicking them pretty well.
Oof.
That one's actually going to be pretty short. It's kind of a low beam almost, just kind of right over the line.
Very close to getting blocked, so they will down it at the 42-yard line, and that is where the Knights will start 1st and 10 here on homecoming. So who knows, maybe you get a field goal at least, but it's just not gone well for them so far.
Yeah, and you, like we said earlier, you definitely want to score something before the half, because like we said, Coyotes are getting the ball when we come back.
So really no room for error here are the Knights. And they haven't had much success throwing the ball. I don't know if they've completed one tonight. It's been all in the running game here tonight for the offense.
Very reliant on Dante Mayberry and Kai Braxton tonight.
They go back to pass. Falls incomplete for number 15 for the Knights, Zavon Johnson. Jeff, it looked like he had pressure up the middle.
He did. He had a lot of, the quarterback had a lot of pressure to throw that ball. He saw the guy coming right from his right. He threw that ball, and I think the receiver he tried to run with it before he caught the ball, and that ended up in him bobbling it up a little bit. It was just kind of a little messy of a play.
So 2nd and 10 after that incomplete pass for the Knights. Do they try to integrate Dante Mayberry into this passing game? His hands have not been the greatest tonight, we must add, but his hands on the ball, anything can happen really. So 2nd and 10 in the pistol. A lot of confusion there. The quarterback will just have to try and have something. He's going to be dropped at the 48-yard line. It just didn't go well. Went to turn for the handoff, and Dante wasn't there.
Absolutely. The ball was snapped, and he went to hand it off, and there was no one there. And then at that point, he just was like, well, I guess I'm running the ball.
Yeah, it's either Dante's or the quarterback's fault, unfortunately. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout. And oddly enough, so with your score being 10-0, we'll catch you back after the break here on APSU TV.
Just like Austin Peay students and athletes strive to be their best every day, D&I Corp strives to help make your business a winning team. With over 30 years of direct mail experience, D&I can help your business reach new customers and stay in touch with your current ones. We provide your business resources to help you design and manage any type of direct mail or email campaign. D&I also has the latest and up-to-date customer list. Stop by our new Nashville location or call 615-313-7000 online at dnicorp.com.
And welcome back after that short commercial break. Your matchup tonight is Kenwood High School versus the West Creek Coyotes, and it is homecoming here, as we've mentioned numerous times, and you can feel the festivities in the air. You're going to have some festivities during halftime, but we still got some football left here in the first half. In the shotgun are the Knights. They drop back to pass, look deep. That's a great catch. Just short at the first down, but what a throw from number 17, Anthony Smith. That's his first completion, I'm pretty sure.
And what a completion that was. Saw his man open down on the left sideline, and he just threw it up there, and he was put all of his blue chips in that throw.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line. Can they get a touchdown? What momentum they could have going into the half if they can convert here. Hand it off to Dante. Goes around to the outside. Touchdown! Dante Mayberry with the great run outside.
He gets the handoff here. He's just going to take a run to the left side, and he's just going to take his eyes, and he's going to put him right on that pylon, and he is just going to run his heart out to get there.
All that hard work in the first half is finally brought up to that first touchdown, with the score being 6-0, and the extra point comes out to look to make it 7-10 and really get themselves back into this game.
Absolutely.
Looks like some confusion.
Looks like the Knights are going to take another timeout.
I do believe that's their third and final timeout of the half with 30.9 seconds left. So Wild leads one going into the half. So with your score being 6-10, we'll catch you back after the break on APSU TV.
Don't miss a snap this season with Inside the Film Room. Head football coach Will Healy goes behind the scenes to give analysis of our previous game and a preview of the next. We'll go in depth with the stories of our governor's student athletes and assistant coaches. That's Tuesdays at 6:30 on APSU TV and also on Facebook at Let's Go Peay and the OVC Digital Network.
Good evening and welcome back here as the Knights have just scored their first touchdown of the evening, and they will look to make it 7-10 with this extra point. The kick is up and it is no good. I don't even think it was tipped. I think it was just shanked there, Jeff.
I think so. I think he had a little trouble with the snap, and then when he went to place it down, it just didn't go well from the get-go. And it's kind of a bummer for Kenwood, you know. You finally get that touchdown, and it's now 6-10. You want to go ahead and just get that extra point, make it 7-10, 3-point game. So that way, you know, it's just a field goal difference here.
So after that missed extra point, it'll be 6-10, pardon. And the Coyotes will get a little time left to go with 30 seconds left to go after this kickoff. So if I'm the Coyotes, I'm just going to go ahead and take a kneel since I get the ball at halftime. Why risk it?
Exactly. I agree with that. Now I'm not sure what they're going to do, but I think the smart decision would be to kneel. But we'll see what happens.
If you're the Coyotes, you've done so well all night just holding Dante Mayberry somewhat quiet, and you get up that big pass, and it's just kind of it hurts you going into the half.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, they're going to go into the locker room and they're going to come up with a plan for their offense and for their defense. You know, that pass right there probably wasn't the best thing that happened.
Yeah.
However, they're still in the lead. It's still 10-6. It's still Coyotes ball game right now. So we'll just have to see how both teams go into the locker rooms and how they come back out.
Kind of a pooch style punt to the West Creek Coyotes, and they just dive on it. Little nervous moments from number 28. Chris Parson had some trouble picking it up, but Hoosier just went ahead and dived on it smartly.
He kind of went to go grab it and then ended up just kind of pushing it a little farther, and by that time you got the Knights right behind you.
Right up your tail. So went ahead and dived on it, and at the 20-yard line, we'll see if they'll go for something or just go ahead and in the victory formation and kneel us. They're in the shotgun. Go ahead and run it. An option out to the running back, and he is going to be dropped. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3, but not much there, Jeff, to work with for the running back.
No, it's another one of those option plays that they've been running all night. Taking a few steps to the left, he's going to run it. He's going to flick it to his tailback there. And on that one, there wasn't any room. He didn't have any blockers upfield. He just got swallowed up by the Knights.
So a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So I guess they're going for something. You got a touchdown. That's really about it.
You know, if you have a timeout and you know,
why not? Yeah.
Exactly. Why not just go ahead and take another timeout?
So with your score being 10-6 in West Creek's favor, we'll catch you back after the break here on APSU.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. With one exception, keeping electricity affordable. That's the power of your co-op membership. Learn more at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back, and that play will likely do it for this first half of play. Your score being 10-6. Do have an injured player.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned. We will be showing Kenwood's homecoming for this week. And we will show you that right after the break here. And we'll see you back on APSU TV.
Just like Austin Peay students and athletes strive to be their best every day, D&I Corp strives to help make your business a winning team. With over 30 years of direct mail experience, D&I can help your business reach new customers and stay in touch with your current ones. We provide your business resources to help you design and manage any type of direct mail or email campaign. D&I also has the latest and up-to-date customer list. Stop by our new Nashville location or call 615-313-7000 online at dnicorp.com.
It's just a few steps for tradition, for innovation. A few steps so we can all stay connected and live better lives. And just a few steps for all the Touchstone Energy Cooperative members who got us here. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Today's game is brought to you by Cumberland Bank and Trust. Cumberland Bank and Trust is a true community bank. The main office and all branches are located in Clarksville and Montgomery County. Cumberland Bank and Trust works hard to provide their customers with the highest level of customer service available. Anytime you walk through their doors, you'll be greeted with a friendly smile. Stop in at any of the 5 convenient locations or visit online at bank@cbt.com. Cumberland Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Communication is key when trying to get your team to perform at its best. Your company communications, including invoices, statements, letters, and direct marketing, show your clients and prospects who you are. Partner with D&I Corp for these critical communication efforts. From concept to completion, look to D&I for your direct mail fulfillment and billing collections processes. Call us today at 615-313-7000 or learn more about us at dnicorp.com. Communication is key when trying to get your team to perform at its best. Your company communications, including invoices, statements, letters, and direct marketing, show your clients and prospects who you are. Partner with D&I Corp for these critical communication efforts. From concept to completion, look to D&I for your direct mail fulfillment and billing collections processes. Call us today at 615-313-7000 or learn more about us at dnicorp.com.
Loyalty presentation. Could you please direct your attention to the center of the field for the presentation of the court? We would first like to recognize the 2016 Homecoming King and Queen, William Young and Zara Baker. And first, representing our freshman attendant, Miss Ariana McHugh. Miss McHugh is the daughter of Sabrina McHugh. The freshman princess is Miss Zaria Matthews. She is being escorted tonight by the freshman prince, Amari Quarles. Miss Matthews is the daughter of Wanda and Mark Matthews, and Mr. Quarles is the son of Demetrius Johnson and Vincent Quarles. Introducing your sophomore attendant, Miss Morgane O'Hara, escorted tonight by Mr. Justin Baer. Miss O'Hara is the daughter of Angela and Daniel O'Hara, and Mr. Baer is the son of Leslie and Jeffrey Baer. Your sophomore princess is Miss Chastity Matthews. She is being escorted by the sophomore prince, Mr. Jaquan Ewing. Miss Matthews is the daughter of Bettina Smith, and Mr. Ewing is the son of Patricia Harville. Your junior attendant is Miss Haley Finley. She is being escorted by Mr. Manuel Martinez. Miss Finley is the daughter of Tina and Michael Finley, and Mr. Martinez is the son of Martha and Juan Martinez. The junior class princess is Miss Adonis Delis Luna. She is being escorted by the junior prince, Mr. Toby Penaloza. Miss Delis Luna is the daughter of Yosoya Delis Luna and Blas Delis. And Mr. Penaloza is the son of Silka Burton and Victor Penaloza. Now for your senior class homecoming queen and king nominees. The first homecoming queen nominee is Amber Gallegos. She is escorted by the homecoming king nominee, Taylor Matthews. Oh. Next homecoming queen nominee is Taylor Daughtery. She is escorted by the homecoming king nominee, Davario Anderson. Miss Daughtery is the daughter of Lynette and Robert Daughtery, and Mr. Anderson is the son of John Anderson. Miss Gallegos is the daughter of Tracy and Robert Gallegos, and Mr. Matthews is the son of Tamara Lewis. Our final homecoming queen nominee is Miss Tiffany Jackson, escorted tonight by the final homecoming king nominee, Nathan Thacker. Miss Jackson is the daughter of Lola Rogers and Lester Jackson. And Mr. Thacker is the son of Jeffrey and Jonna Thacker. And now, your 2017 homecoming attendant goes to Taylor Daughtery and Devario Anderson. Your 2017 homecoming royalty will go to Miss Tiffany Jackson and Nathan Thacker. And your 2017 homecoming queen and king is Amber Gallegos and Taylor Matthews. Please give another round of applause for all of our homecoming attendants, royalty, and our new 2017 homecoming queen and king, Ms. Amber Gallegos and Taylor Matthews. Thank you, Night Nation, for honoring and celebrating our 2017 Fall Homecoming Royalty. The Kenwood High School Student Government Association would like to thank you all for attending this special event. Our thanks go out to all the organizations, students, staff, teachers, parents, and administrators who worked so hard to make this night possible.
Just like Austin Peay students and athletes strive to be their best every day, D&I Corp strives to help make your business a winning team. With over 30 years of direct mail experience, D&I can help your business reach new customers and stay in touch with your current ones. We provide your business resources to help you design and manage any type of direct mail or email campaign. D&I also has the latest and up-to-date customer list. Stop by our new Nashville location or call 615-313-7000 online at dnicorp.com.
Don't miss a snap this season with Inside the Film Room. Head football coach Will Healy goes behind the scenes to give analysis of our previous game and a preview of the next. We'll go in depth with the stories of our Governor student athletes and assistant coaches. That's Tuesdays at 6:30 on APSU-TV and also on Facebook at Let's Go Peay and the OVC Digital Network.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. With one exception, keeping electricity affordable. That's the power of your co-op membership. Learn more at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Just like Austin Peay students and athletes strive to be their best every day, D&I Corp strives to help make your business a winning team. With over 30 years of direct mail experience, D&I can help your business reach new customers and stay in touch with your current ones. We provide your business resources to help you design and manage any type of direct mail or email campaign. D&I also has the latest and up-to-date customer list. Stop by our new Nashville location or call 615-313-7000 online at dnicorp.com.
It's just a few steps for tradition, for innovation. A few steps so we can all stay connected and live better lives. And just a few steps for all the Touchstone Energy Cooperative members who got us here. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Today's game is brought to you by Cumberland Bank and Trust. Cumberland Bank and Trust is a true community bank. The main office and all branches are located in Clarksville and Montgomery County. Cumberland Bank and Trust works hard to provide their customers with the highest level of customer service available. Anytime you walk through their doors, you'll be greeted with a friendly smile. Stop in at any of the 5 convenient locations or visit online at bank@cbt.com. Cumberland Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Communication is key when trying to get your team to perform at its best. Your company communications, including invoices, statements, letters, and direct marketing, show your clients and prospects who you are. Partner with D&I Corp for these critical communication efforts. From concept to completion, look to D&I for your direct mail fulfillment and billing collections processes. Call us today at 615-313-7000 or learn more about us at dnicorp.com.
Alrighty, welcome back to West Creek versus Kenwood. A little recap of the game so far. We kind of both came into this game thinking that Kenwood was going to stick to their run game, which they have. They've stuck to that run game, but West Creek has definitely been able to shut that down.
Yeah, West Creek has really had their success really on the ground, but what we thought really coming in was going to be in the air, but these two defenses have really kept both these teams in it. With Kenwood, they've had a lot of turnovers, 4 fumbles.
Just a little bit of the highlights that we've seen today. Here we have one of the returns for Kenwood here. He's just going to run this ball up. Kenwood's done a great job with returning the ball. On that one, he kind of just got stopped. He kind of tried to change directions, didn't have any blockers with him.
But yeah, as I was saying, these defenses have kept both of them in it. With West Creek, they've had an interception and 3 fumbles. And with Kenwood, they've had an interception, but not a lot of takeaways. But with their field position they've had all night, they've held this West Creek powerful offense to hold them to 10 points.
Absolutely, and West Creek's done a great job on offense, and Kenwood's done a great job on defense. Being able, for both teams, being able to stop the opponent's offense with whatever they've been thrown to. You see West Creek has thrown the ball quite a bit more so than Kenwood, and Kenwood's been able to stop them been able to get in there and been able to break that up.
So West Creek, after the buzzer will sound for the start of the second half, they will start with the ball at Jeff. So to look for them to get that running game going again, they've had a lot of success with the triple option and then the reverse from the wide receivers. So that's some stuff to look for.
They can be purchased here in the press box for $8. All right, football fans. Let's be ready for an exciting second half between the Coyotes and West Creek and your Kenwood.
Alrighty.
So the second half is about to start, and as we were saying, West Creek will get to start with the ball, so we can see where their field position will go after the kickoff. But as I was saying, they've had a lot of success with the option, not the type of typical runs that Kenwood is doing very well just through the tackles, but with West Creek, they're doing a lot of around the bouts and just jet sweeps and a lot of tricky plays to understand.
They have, and Kenwood's defense has done a great job of shutting that down for the most part. There have been a couple instances where West Creek's been able to get the ball through the defenders and been able to get some positive yardages, but that's true for both teams. You know, Kenwood has a strong run game, and West Creek's defense has definitely been able to come in and stop them. So I'm really interested to see, as we're coming into the second half, how the teams on both sides have adjusted to, looking back on the first half and, going into the locker room and maybe just making a few of those adjustments just to try to figure out what's going to work best.
And some of the great things about Kenwood is they didn't play very well in the first half, and they're only down 4 points. So if you can put a good half together, I mean, anything can really happen here. So that's a bright spot for Kenwood going into the half, but I'm sure the coaches weren't very happy until they scored that touchdown. Then they kind of had to rewrite their halftime speech. But as we're getting ready to get back underway, with Kenwood about to kick it off.
Number 7, Jalen Hooser, and number 28, Chris Parson.
So for the Coyotes, Chris Parson is back to receive deep, and also number 7, Javion Hoosier. So they do kind of a pooch punt once more, but the linebacker type body of number 57 will go ahead and get it.
And you saw him on that run. He was struggling. He was just trying his hardest to get as many yards as possible.
I'm sure coming in, he was like, oh, I'm not going to get this ball. And then they kick it right to him. So after that return, the Coyotes will start 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, it looks like. So they'll start to fire up this offense once more.
Another great field position for West Creek. They've had a lot of great opportunities with great field position throughout this whole game. That's coming from Kenwood's turnovers, and then they had a couple of those, botched punts that happened where, the snap was just too low, and then they forced the punter to run with them. So we'll see how West Creek handles this situation.
Quarterback looking to run to the outside. He is drilled by number 4. Good Lord, that is Christian Taylor. And he is leveled. That was Caleb Dennis.
No, that quarterback's going to fake the handoff. He's going to run to the right outside, and he's just looking for a hole. Can't find it. He's now going to head to the sideline, and he's just going to get drilled.
It's kind of one of those things where you're looking for some space, and then you're met in the backfield with a fast bullet right to your face. So, but there is a flag down.
Let's see who this is going to be on.
West Creek is backing up, so I'm guessing they think it's on them. Referee sort of in a huddle to discuss what they want to call here. It's going to be blocking the back.
Blocking the back against the Coyotes.
That penalty looks like they're going to decline it. They're going to, they're going to decline it, so it'll be 2nd down. I think that's a good decision if you're Kenwood. I mean, you already forced a negative play for West Creek, so why risk it? And you're going to have 2nd down, and looks like about 11. Looks like we do have a new quarterback in for the Coyotes, Taib Dennis. Use that formation, jet sweep once more. That's Parson looking for some room, and he spins out of a tackle and hops up to the 46-yard line.
Definitely, he got that handoff and he just started running up. He got tackled for a second, and then at that last moment, he's just going to try to stretch as far as he can and get as many yards as possible. Did a great job of doing it. It actually propelled them even farther.
So 3rd down, and this field position could say it's 4-down territory, but with the lead, they might want to play it safe, but see if they can convert on 1st down. And he has shot up the backfield. That is a great play from the Kenwood defense, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that was Jalen Hoosier on the carry. He tries to he went to the left side, and by the time he grabbed that ball, there was already a defensive lineman right there in his face, and he had nowhere else to go.
The punting unit will come out for the Coyotes from West Creek, so a great job by the Knights defense, and that's what we saw for the most part of the first half. So unless something awful happens, Kenwood will get a chance to come out on offense and look to get their first lead of the night.
Crisp is back to punt this ball. We haven't really seen much of Crisp this whole game. He's done a decent job of getting the ball past, a decent amount, not giving them too much yardages.
Flag on the play.
Delay of game is going to be on West Creek.
Now to back them up even further, so even better field position for Kenwood. And the flags start to flood back in this second half.
We saw a large amount of them in the first half, and it looks like it's going to carry over to the second.
A lob type snap, and he'll kick it off as a decent punt. Ooh, nearly bobbled the snap, but Kenwood's got some position. He's running down the sideline. Only one man to beat, and he's beat him. What a return from Kai Braxton. Just like that, Kenwood Knights are in the lead.
That was amazing. He's going to catch this punt, and he's just going to run to the left sideline, and he's going to grab some blockers ahead of him, and he's just going to keep on running. Wanted to go to the right, realized there wasn't really an option there, so he's just going to head back to the left sideline, and he's just going to drive that ball straight into the end zone.
I hate to say it, there's a flag on the play.
Was it, might have been a block in the back.
Such a killer penalty.
It's actually going to be a holding. It's actually going to come back. It was against Kenwood. That is very upsetting for the Kenwood Knights.
It's a momentum killer for the Knights, because in one moment you're thinking, all right, we're back in this, we got the lead, and then we're back out of the lead. So
now you're back to square one.
Yeah.
You're on West Creek's, it looks like about the 40.
So Dante Mayberry and company will look to regain the lead after that touchdown was wiped off the board in the shotgun. Go ahead and hand it off to Mayberry, looking for some room, and he's got some. He's got the first down and more. He broke. What a move from Dante Mayberry, and he's got it. Oh my goodness.
I tell you what, that's fine. Go ahead and take Kai Braxton's punt return back. And Dante Mayberry said, "Watch this."
Yeah, thank you for letting me get the yards, Dante Mayberry. That's just a great run from Dante. Originally, it didn't look like he had anything to the right, and then he kind of shuffled his way out to the left and was a patient runner, and he made a man miss, and just like that, we're back to a 12-10 score with the extra point on to make it 13.
And I tell you what, that fired up the whole crowd. That fired up the Kenwood Knights sideline. That gave, I think, the Kenwood Knights a little bit of motivation to get out there and play some of their own game.
And with the extra point going through the uprights, that'll be 13-10. And with your score being 13-10, that'll do it and push us into the break on APSU TV.
That's why they got the ball back.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
And the crowd is rumbling, stomping their feet, and making some noise here after that great run from Dante Mayberry.
It was a great run, absolutely.
Another pooch. Side kick. Ooh. Nearly bobbled was the Coyotes, but smartly number 2, Dwayne Merriweather, just dove on it, and that's where they'll start 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. So Jeff, how do you respond after that?
Well, after that, you realize, all right, they're here to play now. What do we got to do to come out here and show them that we're here too? So I think they're going to come out here and they're going to give it some heart, and they're going to drive down this field.
So the Coyotes will start 1st and 10 at what looks like the 36-yard line. Looks like we got something wrong with the chain crew down there. Another moment to breathe up here.
Looks like maybe a possible chain entanglement.
Yeah. Not sure what you would call that. But. So 1st and 10. Taib Dennis in the backfield for the Coyotes. They hand it off. That's Merriweather. Pushes it up to about the 42 or 43-yard line. Not much there, Jeff.
You know, he gets the handoff, and sometimes running right up the middle is sometimes the best option. He's going to run right up the middle, and he's going to be able to get some positive yards. Looks like he picked up about 4 or 5 maybe, and so he did a really good job on that one.
Bring up 2nd down after that good 1st down run for Merriweather, and he is swallowed up in the backfield by the big nose tackle. That is number 51. That is a big man, Mario Borum.
Yeah, hands the ball off, and again, one of those situations where he grabs the ball, and by the time he grabs the ball, the defensive lineman is right there.
After that good defensive play, this crowd is rumbling for a 3rd down. The quarterback will keep it, pitch it out to his running back. There's a fumble, but the running back, I don't know how the ball fell back into his hands, but it did. A fortunate break for the Coyotes.
That was definitely surprising. I thought he lost it completely, but when you see the ball, when it pops out, it's going to land right back next to him. And luckily, him and his teammate, Keyshawn Walker, was right there with him, and he was able to jump on that ball.
Show some love for that defensive stand. Back to receive for the Knights, number 3, Kyle Bradstreet.
So after that great defensive stand, all the momentum for the Coyotes is gone. A short snap, and it's a rough punt, but they're going to get a good roll. It's going to roll out to about the 27-yard line. Didn't look pretty, but it did the job, Jeff.
Absolutely.
So as I was saying, that momentum for the Coyotes has shifted all the way to the Knights after that huge touchdown in the defensive stop. So you would have to give the ball to Dante Mayberry after that one.
Absolutely. I think now Mayberry is now pretty hyped up, and he's now excited to play some football.
Yeah.
I think now he's going to be a little bit more on edge, and he's going to probably be out there running the ball a lot more.
So 1st and 10, it looks like the 28-yard line of the Knights. Mayberry in the backfield. He gets the ball, and he is tackled immediately by number 27. That is Dedrick Butler. Seen a lot of that tonight, as you said. Just as soon as they get the ball, he's met in the backfield by a big old guy.
Yeah.
So it looks like he lost maybe a yard on the play, so that I bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Knights. Do you try and air it out here after that big air out play from before the half? Do you do that? I don't know.
I tell you what, like I said, Mayberry is their number 1 running back right now, and they're going to utilize him as much as possible because they feel that that is their strongest strategy, and so far it has worked for them.
Yeah. So in the I formation for the Knights, Mayberry will get the ball, and he's got some room. Makes the man miss. What a great move by Dante Mayberry. He's just so silky smooth in the backfield.
Very smooth indeed. He's, like I said in the first half, he's going to find those holes, and when he finds them, he's going to be able to run right through them. Whereas actually going to be a flag on the play, and we're going to have to see what this is. Looks like it's going to be brought back.
It's just unfortunate. Dante Mayberry did such a great job to the outside. Looked like the block, the holding didn't even affect the play really, so there's no need for it, but it's an unfortunate occurrence there from Dante Mayberry, and it's been happening a lot tonight, but they look to persevere here on 2nd down. It looks like 20. They go into the I formation, as they've done a lot tonight. They go ahead and Dante Mayberry, there's a fumble, but he picks it back up.
Another fumble by Kenwood. That's going to be, I think, the 5th one tonight. Again, only 2 have been turnovers, but with that many fumbles in the game, that's pretty scary, because that's going to give the other team a lot of opportunities to be able to get more or better field position. So you really want to be careful with those.
Right. So what looked great for a first down is now a 3rd and 25. So it's those penalties are killer, and the Knights have found that out tonight.
Absolutely. And with the Knights, their run game is their strongest game, but when it's 3rd down and 21 to go, that's not what they need to be doing.
They go ahead and hand it off Mayberry. He's got some room.
Well,
ooh. I'll tell you what, if that tackler, that was number 16 for the Coyotes, Tyler Woodbury. That was a great tackle.
I thought I was going to have to retract my statement as I was saying it. He almost went ahead and got the first down. Unfortunately, he was tackled at about where the line of scrimmage was, maybe 3 or 4 yards behind it.
As you were saying, just short of the first down, actually 10 yards short. So that'll bring up the punting unit out to look to pin the Coyotes, I apologize, back as they can. It's a rough punt. That was a dangerous fair catch by number 10, Earl Gray, but the thing was he didn't fair catch it, so he just got drilled as soon as he caught it.
I know, it's a little scary, because as soon as he caught it, my biggest fear was, because I don't even think he was ready to catch it. He just kind of looked up and saw the ball right next to him. And so I think he was a little scared to catch that ball. Don't want to try to catch that and then all of a sudden fumble that.
So the Coyotes will start 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line, and will look to reclaim the lead with the Knights holding a 3-point lead. The quarterback will keep it. That's Dennis. He'll be swallowed up. Got a gain of 2, so a modest gain there. Did a great job just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2 yards is better than no yards.
Yes.
So you can't be mad at that.
Got about 4.5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. Starting to get into crunch time once you get into that 4th quarter mark. Yeah, it looks like a Kenwood Knight jumped off sides. Yep. That'll push the Coyotes up 5 yards and still remain 2nd down.
That would be 2nd and 3.
Yeah.
Coyotes about to be entering into the red zone here.
Haven't seen much of it tonight, really. They've
from either team.
Right, yeah.
A lot of the scoring has been big plays.
Now hand it off. A huge gain from the running back for the Coyotes. He drags it up to about the 29-yard line. That's just a powerful run up the middle.
I feel, running with the ball is pretty hard, but when you have 3 or 4 defenders on your back, I'm sure it's a little bit harder to do. He did a great job of just keeping his feet running and grabbing those positive yards.
That was Merriweather for the Coyotes, just fell forward and he was past the 1st down marker. He'll get it again. No, the quarterback will keep it. That's Dennis. Wow. That's a great fake out even on the announcer up here.
Yeah, he definitely fooled me. I thought he had the ball running up the middle. Turns out Dennis had the ball running to the left side and almost got tackled into positive yards.
Did a great job faking out the defender to get some extra yards, bring up 2nd down. Put the man in motion, but there is a flag. Nothing new tonight. We've seen a lot of it, so
absolutely.
It's a false start. Yeah. How to back him up 5 yards. Bring up 2nd down. It looks like 12. So after that good run from Merriweather, or Dennis, pardon, backs him up. About 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Dennis will fake the handoff, and he catches it to Hoosier. He's got some room. Stiffs arm a defender. That is well done from Hoosier, and he will dive forward for the first down.
What a catch and run. Dennis is going to roll out to the right side. He's going to see his receiver. He's going to throw it to him. He's going to run to the sideline. Great stiff arm here. And he's just going to run right out of bounds.
Very good play action there from the Coyotes. Haven't seen much of it tonight, but it definitely fooled the Knights. Looks like we got an offsides penalty.
Offsides call on Kenwood.
Yeah.
It's going to push the Coyotes up 5.
A good break there for the Coyotes. Break it up even first and looks like 5, so very manageable. So with Dennis in the backfield with Merriweather, those two have been a good partner so far in the second half.
I think their offense has run a little bit better.
Dennis will keep it, and he just slips, and he is swallowed up in the backfield by those big defensive linemen and bring up second down.
Those plays that end like that are kind of a big bummer. You know, you have this play, and you might even see an opening that's ready for you, and then your foot just slips out from underneath you, and it kind of ends that play.
Looked like he got back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe lost the yards. That'll bring up second down and 5. So Dennis in the backfield with Hoosier. He pitches it out to Hoosier, looks for some room, and he does not find any. Well done from the corner. That is number 25, Tim Cross.
It looked like Dennis wanted to run that ball at first, and then he was just kind of in a panic and tossed it to Hoosier, and Hoosier had nowhere to go with it either, and so best thing to do is just to go out of bounds.
After that loss on the play, it'll bring up third down and about 9. The crowd's trying to make some noise to make it hostile for these Coyotes on third down. Drops back to pass. He's complete. No! Great job from the defense on the Knights. Breaks up that pass, Jeff.
Great job. Hey. Throws the ball, and it just looks like Spencer, Alex Spencer there wasn't really looking at the ball. Maybe he just, again, tried to run before he caught the ball. Wanted to get that touchdown.
It was a great pass from Dennis. Couldn't really ask for a better pass, but might have heard the footsteps of a level-hitting linebacker. Fourth down. They will attempt a field goal to tie this game up. Huge field goal, and it is blocked. It is picked up. Kenwood looks for some room, and he is tackled. Well done. The momentum is all gone for the Coyotes.
It almost could have been bad. He almost caught that. He caught that field goal attempt, and I tell you what, if he had any more room, I think he would have been off to the races.
Yeah. You usually don't see too many blocked field goals, but we've had 2 of them tonight, oddly enough. So an unusual game from the side of Dante Mayberry, not really the runner, the explosive runner that we thought we were going to see tonight, but he's done a good job. But just the penalties have killed his runs tonight.
Absolutely. And that kind of is that's a bummer. We had Braxton earlier, had that huge punt return, and then as soon as he turned around from that punt return there, we had to walk all the way back. Yeah. And that's kind of been the game, for both teams. Maybe they'll have a big play, but then they get brought back from those penalties. And that's kind of how those penalties can destroy the game.
Hand it off to Dante Mayberry. He will drive forward to about the 27-yard line with a minute and a half remaining in this third quarter. Positive yards. Looks like he gained 4 on the play. They'll bring up second down, and there's 6 or 7, we'll call it. It's a big drive here for the Knights. Sorry, if they can get a touchdown, they can push it to 2 possessions. They can really change this game.
Absolutely.
In the I formation are the Knights. They'll toss it out. The quarterback did very well just to get it to Dante Mayberry. He is, oh, he's still on his feet. Good grief.
After breaking 3 or 4 tackles, he almost got away with it and then finally was brought down. Almost could have been another interesting play against the West Creek Coyotes here. Luckily, their defense was able to get in there.
The Knights were very fortunate because their quarterback was wrapped up before he even tossed it. So falling down, he kind of just tossed it to Dante Mayberry, pardon. So after that, great run from Dante just to get it to the chains. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2. And this is the 3rd and manageables we were talking about. You can run it or you can fool them with the pass. See what they do. Saying that.
And that's going to be a full start on Kenwood. That's going to bring them back. And now it's it's going to be about 6, 7,
yeah.
3rd and 7. And now we're reaching those,
that's
danger
not
zone.
3rd and manageable. I hate to jinx them, Kenwood fans, but I'm sorry. So after that penalty, as Jeff said, it'll be about 3rd and 7. It'll be a tough conversion. That is enough for a 4th down, and with your score being 13-10, we'll catch you after this break on APSU.
One hit high and deep. Back of the end zone. Brown got it. Moore drives inside. Put it up. This one swung and missed it.
Now Smith again. Block. Point Tech.
Nice turnaround by Johnson. Near post. Kick in.
Any place, anytime. Find it here. The OBC Digital Network.
Here at Kenwood Stadium, and we are in the 4th quarter. It's money time here, Jeff.
It is definitely money time for both of these teams. Kenwood's got to figure out a way to get down this field and score one more time at least, just to make sure that they got this win. Because West Creek is looking to get the ball back and drive the field and score just for them to take the lead and for it to be 16-13. So we'll have to see what happens here. I think Kenwood's definitely going to stick with that run. They've shown that already. West Creek, it's more of a mixture. They have the passing and they also have the run game, and so West Creek is gonna try to utilize both of them. So we'll have to see what happens.
So 3rd and 7 for the Knights. A big 3rd down here. Handed off to Dante Mayberry. Looks for some room. Not finding much. He's dropped about the 30-yard line, short of the 1st down, so that'll make a 4th down.
He did a great job.
Not much room there.
Yeah, he did a great job scrambling. He kind of ran in and didn't see a hole, so he kind of kept jumping back and forth, trying to figure out which way he wanted to go. Was able to break through a couple of the defenders, get a few yards. Unfortunately, was not able to get that 1st down, but on that 3rd down, you couldn't really ask for much more with what he had.
Yeah. That big false start killed them there when they had 3rd and 2, but now they're punting the ball back to West Creek, who's eager to regain the lead. Punt is away. It's a great bounce for Kenwood. A good Kenwood roll to about the 41-yard line, and that's where the West Creek Coyotes will start 1st and 10. And Jeff, this is a big possession. You score here, you regain the momentum and the lead, but if you don't, it's not looking good.
I agree. If they're unsuccessful with getting a score here at all, I'd love for them to get a touchdown. And then also, if they get that field goal and it's only 13-13, you're still tied it up.
All right.
And then you could rely a little bit more on your defense just to kind of get you through a little bit. And then you're able to, later in the game where you have less time, it's a tie ball game, maybe you go for that last chance. Hoorah.
Right. Coyotes in the pistol at the same formation they've been in all night, and it's had its success. They pitch it out to Hoosier. Looks for a room, and he is booed. Not something you want to see if you're a Hoosier.
That was a big hit. And I think he didn't even know that he stepped out of bounds right there. He tried to run to the right side, and then that was when the whistle went off.
Second down and 12.
Didn't have much to work with there with Hoosier, but he felt it.
That's for sure.
Dennis will go ahead and fake pitch it, but he is dropped in the backfield by the defense of the Knights.
It looked like his foot slipped out from underneath him again. And like I said earlier, it's kind of a bummer when that happens because you lose that play. So that's going to bring up third down in about 13 or 12. I'm sorry, it's actually going to be 14, third and 14. So they push them back about 2 more yards. So now your third and or your second and 12 became third and 14, which is not the right direction you want to be going.
A fake pass. Anderson is back in and he's dropped. What great defense being shown here tonight by Kenwood.
Through the screen pass, through the screen pass, looking for something to open up, maybe catch some blockers ahead of him. Unfortunately, he didn't have anything. He wasn't able to go anywhere.
Tyrone Smith is down on the play. Hope the best for that young man.
Absolutely. Like we said earlier, we don't want any of these players to get hurt.
So with your score being 13-10, we will be back after the break here on APSU TV.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
And welcome back after that short break for the injured player. And with it being fourth down, the Knights, will have a chance to regain the lead. Or not regain the lead, just build on it. That good bounce for the Kenwood Knights will be down to about the 44-yard line. So that's where we'll start first and 10 and look to really build on this lead, Jeff.
At 13-10, you got the ball back. You're not too far, behind half field here. You're looking to definitely go down. I mean, you want to get ahead as fast as you can. There's not a large amount of time left on the clock. You still got about 9 minutes left on there. But in football terms, sometimes that's not a lot. Sometimes these drives can last 8 minutes.
And especially a team like Kenwood, they like to run that ball. So if they can do that successfully, you can have a 9-minute drive.
Exactly.
So in the shotgun are the Knights. A fake handoff to Mayberry, and he's got a man. Overshot his receiver, and there was no one to stop him if he caught it.
No, that's definitely that was definitely a saddening moment for Kenwood right there. To have a man open that much and to have an open field after that, you definitely wanted to get those passes to the receiver. Fortunately, just kind of overthrew him a little bit, wasn't able to connect with him.
And that's what a player of Mayberry's caliber will do. All the defense pushed up when they saw he was about to get the ball, but when they pumped the ball back out to the quarterback and threw it deep, there was no one there, but couldn't capitalize. So that'll bring up second down and 10 after that incomplete pass. They go ahead and give it to Dante Mayberry. Runs it to the outside, has got a man to beat. Hops the defender. What a play from Dante Mayberry, and he's tackled out of bounds. It looks like the 41-yard line.
That's definitely something to watch. He runs right to the outside on the right side. He's going to just run, sees the defender, hops over him. He's going to continue to run and get about another 6-7 yards.
That's a great play from Dante getting the first down. Looks like ball spotted at the 41-yard line. And that clock's stopped at 8:54, so in good field position to get something going here. First and 10 at the 41-yard line for the Knights.
Mayberry's in the back.
Go ahead and give it to Dante. He's just going to be dropped in the backfield. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play, but just a lot of pressure up the middle.
And this is kind of what we were touching on a minute ago with time. You know, with Kenwood loving to run this ball. Since they're in the lead, why wouldn't they run that ball and let that clock run?
That clock rolling at 8 minutes, 28 seconds left. West Creek starting to take peeks at the clock and noticing they ain't got much time left to either tie this ball game up with a field goal or take the lead with a touchdown. They drop back to pass. He's got a man, and it's caught. Just short of the end zone, but that is going to be tackled out of bounds at the 1 yard line. What a throw for Kenwood.
I tell you what, that was something very amazing. Almost identical play that we saw where he didn't connect with them. Ran it again. West Creek, again, expecting the run from Mayberry. No one behind there except for the cornerback, and they were able to connect with him, and he was able to run right into the end zone.
So what a play there from Kenwood, and I don't know if there's any mystery where the ball's going to on this first and goal at the 1 yard line.
Absolutely.
Scores 13-10, so a touchdown here, put it into 2 scores and really take the heart out of West Creek.
Maybe short.
That's good. Touchdown Kenwood Knights. As we were saying, no surprise who was getting that ball, Jeff.
Absolutely no surprise. On the goal line, give it to Mayberry. He's just going to drive it straight through all the defenders and just going to get into the end zone, score those 6 points.
So your score is 19-10, and the extra point on to look to tack on an extra point to make it 20-10. That's just a great drive from Kenwood to go pass, run, and it really fooled them, and they're up 10 now.
And I think that was a good strategy. You know, this whole entire game, you're running, and then,
the snap is bad. A look to get it. I don't think he got it. Oh, so it will not be 20-10, it'll be 10-19. I tell you what, the placeholder did a great job to at least get close. So with your score being 19-10, we'll see you after the break here at APSU-TV.
Today's game is brought to you by Cumberland Bank and Trust. Cumberland Bank and Trust keeps banking simple with the Edge checking account. The Edge is the only personal checking account that Cumberland Bank and Trust offers and is the only checking account you will ever need. No minimum balance, no monthly fee, plus a free debit card, free online banking with bill pay, and free mobile banking. Check out the Edge at bank@cbt.com or stop in at any of the 5 convenient locations in Clarksville and Montgomery County. Get the Edge. Cumberland Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back after that quick commercial break. And the score is 19-10 after that huge drive from the Kenwood Knights. And West Creek, they're running out of time, Jeff.
They are. I tell you what, Kenwood, they came out to play in the second half. Their run game has been on point. They've switched it up now a little bit with their passing. So I'm interested to see how West Creek is going to respond.
You can't really waste much time with it being 2 scores with 8 minutes left. Saying that, there is still a lot of game to be played, but if they don't get a score quick, it's not going to be good for the West Creek Coyotes. The kickoff is a deeper kick compared to last, and it is picked up by the Coyotes. Looks for a man, and he is drilled. Good grief. I don't know about you, Jeff, but it didn't look like Walter Beatty took the majority of that hit. It was more the Knights.
It looked like it.
So that's where the Coyotes will start 1st and 10 and look to get something on the board, and maybe not a touchdown, but a field goal at least.
If I'm the West Creek Coyotes, I'm looking to score a touchdown right here on this drive.
All the momentum And you can see it in the crowd, a lot of smiles in the crowd right now with the score being the way it is. So any touchdown here would really change the momentum and the way that it's really in Kenwood's favor right now.
Yep.
Dennis in the backfield, drops back to pass. It is incomplete, hit him right in the numbers. That was intended for Markel Dobbs, and it's just a great throw.
Bounced right off of his chest. Almost could have been intercepted off of that bounce. Luckily it wasn't, but he's just gonna be throwing this ball. It's gonna hit him right in the numbers. Again, tried to run without catching that ball first, so it ended up being an incomplete pass.
So 2nd and 10 for the Coyotes. And at this point, I mean, you could run it if you wanted to, but you got to get quick plays. They're going to run it with Dennis. He gets dropped in the backfield. Not what you wanted there, Jeff. It's a loss of yardage on that one, and it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Absolutely, and that's not the direction they need to be going in, especially with 7:40 left in the game and you're down 2 possessions. You got to make something happen.
Right. So I don't think we're in 4th down territory just yet with the clock being at 7.5 minutes, but we're getting to that time. Drops back to pass, and it is intercepted by the Kenwood Knights. And he is tackled out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And I hate to say it, but that might be game.
I don't know, it might be and there's a flag on the play.
We got some scuffles.
Looks like there's gonna be a small brawl. As you can see, this ball's gonna be thrown directly to Kenwood, and that's gonna give them great field position. Right out, you know, West Creek wasn't able to do anything with it.
They were tackled out of bounds. It looks like there was something going on between the 2 players, and referees are discussing what to do about it.
Someone did something for them to throw that flag.
That is for sure.
So we'll see who it's on.
And the coaches for the Kenwood Knights are pleading to their players not to do this foolish stuff, because with the score being the way it is, why risk getting ejected or anything foolish like that? The referees still in a huddle on who they want to call the foul on, and if it's an ejectable offense.
I think we're about to get the call here. It looks like they're finishing up their discussion. And here we go.
It's a personal foul on the Coyotes. It's going to be the only foul, so very fortunate there for the Knights.
Absolutely. I don't think Kenwood could have asked for a better setup.
No.
Coming into, you know, the 4th quarter here. Now up 19-10, and now they're starting what looks to be almost the 30.
Looks like the 20-yard line, so I mean, with 7 minutes left, I mean, you get a touchdown, this really is the game. And there's still a lot of discussing here.
Sit down! Somebody get this young man to sit him down.
If you can hear anything, we apologize. We got some stuff going on in the crowd. Looks like the penalty is going to be declined, it looks like, from Kenwood.
Seems to be a scuffle in the stands. I'm sorry if you hear anything, any words through the microphones.
Kenwood Knights run it with Dante Mayberry, get a couple yards on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd down.
Again, a couple of yards is better than no yards, so you can't be unhappy with it.
The Knights will take that clock running all day long, for sure.
personal fine for standing on the railing. All fans, please get off of the railing. Please get off the railing.
So that'll bring up second down. Looks like they gained a yard. That'll bring up Dante Mayberry. Get the ball like usual. Look to make something happen. There's a flag on the play.
He kind of looked like he threw that flag towards the tackling crew right there. I'm not sure what he saw. It might have been a face mask.
And as you guys can see, after each play goes by, there's a scuffle that keeps going on the field, which you don't want to speculate, but you want to stop it right now before it gets into anything major.
And you know, with these kind of situations, if you let something happen, and you know it ends up getting worse. And so when those kind of situations come up, you want to put a stop to it immediately to set the tone for the game.
Right. Yeah. Referees in a huddle on what to do.
While they're figuring this out, let's go back to the studios for a quick scoring update.
Foul's going to be on Kenwood, so that's going to back them up. Oh, it's going to be offsetting. So foul on both teams, Jeff. They're kind of laying the law now. In case anything happens, they know.
Like I said, they want to set that tone. Like, we're not going to accept this. We want a good football match, and we don't want to see any of this fighting, this nonsense fighting.
It's going to be a tough uphill battle to win that one. Boy, Rossville showing that they belong in the
So it does look like they're going to back them up. They're going to walk forward, maybe. So somehow out of all of that, Kenwood has gained a couple yards. So that'll bring up second down. It looks like about 6 or 7. So got to expect Dante Mayberry to get the ball here just to keep pounding that defense of the Coyotes. Mayberry will get it. He is upended by number 16 for the Coyotes. That was Tyler Woodbury. That's about the 4th or 5th time he's lost the ball, Jeff.
I know. And, you know, those are never a good sign. You know, when you see that ball all of a sudden roll out on the field in the middle of the play. So, but luckily, Kenwood was able to recover the ball, and they're going to continue now with 3rd and about 6.
Looks like Braxton has come in for Dante Mayberry. Looks a little shaken up on the play. But with it being 3rd down and the clock at 5.5 minutes.
And this is, again, what we were talking about. They're able to run the ball, and so they're going to milk that clock as much as possible.
And I would say it's either 4-down territory or you're punting it from here, because your kicker has not put much confidence in you tonight. And there is a timeout, and that's going to be on Kenwood.
Timeout is on the field. That's Kenwood's first.
And we will also take a timeout with your score being 19-10 in Kenwood's favor on homecoming. That'll do it for us here on APSU TV.
Just like Austin Peay students and athletes strive to be their best every day, D&I Corp strives to help make your business a winning team. With over 30 years of direct mail experience, D&I can help your business reach new customers and stay in touch with your current ones. We provide your business resources to help you design and manage any type of direct mail or email campaign. D&I also has the latest and up-to-date customer list. Stop by our new Nashville location or call 615-313-7000 online at dnicorp.com.
And welcome back after that quick break. Your score is 19-10, and Kenwood is up on their homecoming, and we've had a good night so far, Jeff.
We have. It's been a fun night, that's for sure. Again, like I said, great night for football. The weather's been perfect.
Looks like Kai Braxton is still in the backfield for the Kenwood Knights. You would have to think you're just going to run it here with 5:15 on the plate on the clock. They go ahead and toss it out to Kai Braxton. Look for some room. He's got some. He's got a block. He's got that first down. He looks for more. And it is short.
They're going to mark him at about the 1-yard line.
I was waiting for him to give him the touchdown.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. It's actually going to be called a turnover.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if you can see it on this replay, but he's actually going to run the ball all the way up to the goal line. What looks to be a touchdown from our view, but apparently that ball must have popped out.
That replay does not give it much.
And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we do have an injury on the play, and we are not sure what's going on, but we really hope that he is okay and that all the people are helping him as much as they can. That's going to do it for right now. We'll be right back. The score is 10-19 at Austin Peay TV.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. With one exception, keeping electricity affordable. That's the power of your co-op membership. Learn more at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Kenwood Stadium. And it looks like the player is still down, so as we said previously, we're hoping for the best for the young man, especially in a game where the game's almost over. You don't want to see in it any time, really.
No. And the best thing, you could do is just hope that they're able to assist that player as much as possible.
So the score being like 19-10, I mean, for the West Creek Coyotes, you don't have much time with it being a two-score game, and you got to get it moving, really.
Absolutely. That player is up and walking with a little bit of assistance. Hopefully he is okay. And let's see if we can tell what is going on the field with a turnover, or it looks like Kenwood defense is out there. So it will be a turnover, and now it's going to be West Creek's ball with 5 minutes left to go.
So for West Creek, Jeff, I mean, you can't really run it, and you haven't had much success throwing the ball tonight, so it's going to be rough.
It is going to be tough, but, when you get in these situations,
you got to find a way.
You got to find a way. It's do or die at this point. So we'll see what goes on, and I'm actually really excited to watch this drive.
Dennis will go ahead and just take the handoff. He is wrapped up by the linebacker. There is a fumble. He's picked up. I don't think they're going to give it to the Knights, unfortunately.
I don't think he recovered it. I think they actually ruled him down.
A huge break there for the Coyotes. Unfortunately, the Knights are not getting the benefit of the doubt here on these past two calls. So they'll bring up 2nd down and 3 after that gain from Dennis. Anderson drops back the pass. He's just rolling out and gonna run it, and he is hammered by the Knights. Jeff, that's well done from the defense.
Absolutely. He drops back. I think he wanted to throw this ball, and then as soon as he took that step back and looked out in the field, had no one open, and then went with the option to run.
Kenwood crowd trying to wreak havoc on this Coyote offense. They drop back the pass. Throws it, got a man, it's intercepted. Well done from number 16 for the Knights, Kayla McQueen, and that is another interception for the Knights.
Absolutely, and this is a textbook underthrow right here. He dropped back, and he knew exactly where he wanted to go with it, and he just didn't have enough oomph on it, so unfortunately Kenwood was able to jump up and catch that ball.
So 3:43 remaining on the clock, and with Kenwood having the ball, I'd hate to jinx anything, Jeff, but I think the game is coming to a close, unfortunately, for West Creek Coyotes. But if you're a if you're a Kenwood fan here on homecoming, you're having a ball.
Absolutely. Like we said, it always makes that weekend a little bit more fun when you have that W underneath your belt on homecoming weekend.
Looks like a timeout is called
on West Creek.
Yep, the Coyotes are called a timeout. So with your score being 19-10, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout here on APSU TV.
Just like Austin Peay students and athletes strive to be their best every day, D&I Corp strives to help make your business a winning team. With over 30 years of direct mail experience, D&I can help your business reach new customers and stay in touch with your current ones. We provide your business resources to help you design and manage any type of direct mail or email campaign. D&I also has the latest and up-to-date customer list. Stop by our new Nashville location or call 615-313-7000 online at dnicorp.com.
Hello, folks. After that quick timeout here up in the booth, and the Kenwood Knights are up 19-10 on their homecoming. It's been a slow game for them, but they're finally getting back into the groove of it, up 19-10.
Absolutely. It's been a game full of flags, but yet both teams have done a decent part on both sides of the ball. Kenwood has shown just a little bit more aggressive with it on the offense, having, given the chance to, have Mayberry run the ball completely down the field and score that touchdown that put him up.
They're going to go ahead and pass it, oddly enough, and they're going deep. He's got a man, it's caught, touchdown. Well done from the Kenwood Knights, and it is another passing touchdown. That's just a great throw, Jeff.
That was a perfectly thrown ball, perfectly done play. Again, expecting the run, because they've been using it all night, and they went with the throw again.
I can't say enough about this play calling for the Kenwood Knights. I mean, it's fooling me that they went to throw it and really put the dagger into West Creek. So the extra point will come on to make it 26, hopefully. The kick is up, and it's good. So with that score being 26-10, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout here on APSU TV.
It's just a few steps for tradition, for innovation. A few steps so we can all stay connected and live better lives. And just a few steps for all the Touchstone Energy Cooperative members who got us here. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Kenwood High School here after that terrific passing touchdown from number 17, Anthony Smith. I mean, it's just been a great offensive game here in the second half. The first half did not look that way, but after that late touchdown in the first half, it's really changed the whole momentum of the game.
It definitely has, and when we came back for the second half, I talked about each team's going to the locker room and changing up things, and I think Kenwood hit it right on the money. I think they came out and they realized just to keep doing what they were doing, with tweaking things here and there, and it ended up working for them very well. They've had great success with running after that, and they've had great success with throwing the ball, which I am actually surprised, because 2 weeks ago at the Northwest game, that was a completely different story. They dominated with the run game.
So with 3:35 remaining in this game, Kenwood's going to go ahead and kick it off, and barring a miracle, it's pretty much game over for the West Creek Coyotes. They kick it deep. It is fielded by Taib Dennis. It's dropped, but he go ahead and collected it. Looks for some room, and he's got it. Finally drops down at the 35-yard line, and that's where the Coyotes start 1st and 10. And as I said, barring a miracle, this game's pretty much won for the Knights.
3 minutes, 27 seconds left remaining. This is kind of the last moment West Creek has to start something. Down 16 points, you got to come up with something.
Yeah. After that touchdown, it's still only down 2 scores if you can get some 2-point conversions, but you got to score touchdowns first. Yep. So So first and 10 at looks like the 33-yard line. Wouldn't surprise me if they run it, because pretty much every time they've thrown, it's either been intercepted or just bobbled by their wide receiver. And a timeout is called by West Creek. So with your score being 26-10, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here on APSU TV.
Today's game is brought to you by Cumberland Bank and Trust. Cumberland Bank and Trust is a true community bank. The main office and all branches are located in Clarksville and Montgomery County. Cumberland Bank and Trust works hard to provide their customers with the highest level of customer service available. Anytime you walk through their doors, you'll be greeted with a friendly smile. Stop in at any of the 5 convenient locations or visit online at bank@cbt.com. Cumberland Bank and Trust, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back after that quick break with the timeout of West Creek. And the players are slowly jogging back out on the field. West Creek looking for a sliver of light, really. It'll be tough. Anderson's throw is complete to Dennis, and he is wrapped out of bounds by number 25. That is Tim Cross, the linebacker. Did a great job just not allowing anything more than getting back to the line of scrimmage, really. So that'll bring up second down and 10. They go back to pass once more. Fires over the middle, and it is complete to Parson. He is tackled. Looks like the 38-yard line. Jeff, they're starting to make some throws.
You're going to have to, you know, at this point in the game, about 3 minutes left, you're down 16 points. He's just going to throw this ball, and luckily he got 5 yards out of the deal, and, you know, he's able to move them up a little bit.
And it looks like we got a man down. Unfortunately, that's Parsons. Seen a couple players go down tonight. I don't think we've had a serious injury, thankfully, but you don't like players going down. Absolutely nonetheless. Not. So with that injury, we're going to go ahead and take a break with your score being 26-10. We'll see you back here on APSU TV.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
Brought to you by Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
And welcome back after that player is lifted up off the ground, thankfully so. That's good to see, and on third down, it looks like 4. Anderson will drop back to pass. He's got a man open. Dropped. That's been all night, Jeff.
It has, on both teams even. But in this dire moment, West Creek seems to be having a hard time catching those passes and being able to grab those yards. And it's going to bring up fourth down here.
Definite fourth down situation here. If you want any chance at winning, really, you're going to have to go for it. So the Coyotes are going to give it their best shot and see if they can extend this game in any way. Anderson will go ahead and run it. He's going to get the first down and more. There's a flag down. He is tackled just behind the 50-yard line, but there is a flag, as I said.
Flag on the play.
At this time, you would guess that it's going to be a holding, unfortunately, for the Coyotes.
They're going to have to bring it back again with you know, a bigger play, and then we're having a flag, and it's got to come back, and then it's been a struggle for both teams with that. Oh, it's going to be a chop block call on West Creek.
That's not a call you see often, Jeff,
yeah,
but it's starting to make its way back into the game, as you said, with safety being such a big deal, as it should be. I mean,
absolutely.
With kids at these age, But it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, you get fired up in these games, and, you know, sometimes you just play a little sloppy, and then that's when sometimes people get hurt, and you want to prevent that from happening at all costs.
So Anderson will take it with 4th down, and there's another flag.
Looks like they're going to call encroachment.
Yeah. It's odd that they didn't let West Creek have a free play, but maybe they'd rather just take the yards.
Yep.
That'll push it up 5 yards. That'll bring up, looks like 14. They snap it. It's got a man open. Will be close. Looking for the 1st down. He's got it. That is a great effort for number 3. That's Alex Spencer.
No, he did a great job. He ran from the whole left side all the way across to the right side, looking for an opening, and he finally finds one, and he's just going to run straight to that sideline, and he's just going to try to get as many yards as possible, and to also stop that clock.
Definitely a great effort play to get the 1st down. So with that 4th down conversion, it'll extend the game just a little bit further and see if they can't get some points on the board with 2:07 remaining. Anderson drops back the pass, doesn't have much, just throws it out of bounds. Had a lot of Kenwood players in his face.
He did. He had a lot of pressure on him, and like sometimes that's the best decision, is just throw it away. You'd rather just have to redo it, you know, go to 2nd and 10 than you would rather have 2nd and 13, 14.
So after that incomplete pass, it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 48-49 yard line. .201 remaining in this contest. Anderson drops back and just a quick pass to his receiver, and it's going to get the 1st down and more. That is a great catch from Markel Dobbs.
No, that's a great play call right there. You know, you want to go with those quick passes. You know, go to the 10-yard mark, go to the 1st down mark, grab the 1st down, get as many yards as you can, and then we'll do whatever we got to do next.
Unfortunately for West Creek, that clock is continuing to move. 1:40. Anderson drops back once more. He's got his receiver. Not sure if he got the 1st down. It's going to be close. It's Alex Spencer once more. Jeff, they're starting to move the ball, even though a little too late. Maybe can use it on to the next week.
Exactly.
Just short of the 1st down, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
One more time. Defense. Defense. Defense.
So you can hear that crowd noise. This has been an awesome environment here on homecoming. Anderson looking for some room. He has dropped down. It's going to be close.
I think he's going to get that 1st down, but barely. He wanted to pass that ball. He had a defender in his eyes. Stepped forward and ran with it, and I think he got that 1st down.
Yep, they're going to go ahead and give it to him. That'll bring it 1st down. The clock has stopped at 58.3 seconds, so we're in the final minute of this game. Nearly caught. That was number 11, Markel Dobbs, and it was incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Again, with one of those, you know, bounces off the pads, and when you have that many defenders around you, that's a scary moment when you know that ball's not going to hit the ground immediately.
You're the best soccer goalie and female kicker in the district. Love you, your mama.
So after that incomplete pass, Anderson will look to get some points on the board to favor the score in their favor, but at that point, that's really all you can do.
Looks like there's a, yeah. Oh, and There's a penalty apparently, and it's going to be on Kenwood. It's going to move the ball up for West Creek.
That'll be enough for, looks like a first down. Yep, it's going to be 1st and goal.
First down. First down and 10. There'll be another yard line of 50.
That'll bring a 1st down and 10 at the 11. Anderson drops back. He's got a man. Incomplete. That's a great job from number 28 for Kenwood. That's Dariant Gales.
There was a little bit of, there was a couple of players over there, and I thought maybe it was intercepted again, but it wasn't. It was just an incomplete pass.
It's good to see that both teams are still trying to get after it, even with the game being the way it is. It's been a great game. It's been a joy calling it tonight.
Absolutely.
Anderson looking for some room. He's going to go for it. He just waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown, West Creek Coyotes. That's just a great job from number 12, Jaden Anderson.
Man, but there is a flag on the field. But it might be on Kenwood. I'm not sure yet.
It's kind of a shame when you're just, whenever a touchdown is scored, you're just holding your breath. Yep, it's going to be on West Creek. Let's take a look at the replay.
Here's the replay. It looked like he wanted to go to the right with it, had no one open, so he just starts headed to the left, and he's just going to run straight into the end zone untouched.
Not sure if they're going to give them the touchdown. It does look like they're going to go ahead and give them the touchdown.
I think that penalty occurred after the play.
Okay.
So they're going to go ahead and give them the touchdown, and then
they're going to go for 2. Or the Coyotes cut this game down to whatever they can. They pass it in the end of the end zone. No good. His feet were out of bounds, so that extra point, or the 2-point conversion, is no good.
No good, and that's going to be a definite, it's going to make it really hard for them.
So with the score being 16-26, that is your score here on APSU TV.
Communication is key when trying to get your team to perform at its best. Your company communications, including invoices, statements, letters, and direct marketing, show your clients and prospects who you are. Partner with D&I Corp for these critical communication efforts. From concept to completion, look to D&I for your direct mail fulfillment and billing collections processes. Call us today at 615-313-7000 or learn more about us at dnicorp.com.
Welcome back to Kenwood Stadium, and Kenwood's having their way tonight with the score being 26-16, and barring a miracle here with 34 seconds left, I mean, pretty much the game's won for Kenwood. As we're waiting for Kenwood to go ahead and receive the kick from West Creek Coyotes. As we were saying, Jeff, it's been a great game, just a great atmosphere here at Kenwood, and the weather, just everything's been a perfect atmosphere tonight.
It absolutely has. They even have a couple vendors out here with food. I tell you what, it's definitely been a great Friday night atmosphere for some Friday night lights, and I tell you what, it's been a great day.
Even though there's still 2 scores now.
So they're going to go ahead and let the kickoff. With that penalty on the extra point, they're going to back them up very deep. They're going to kick the ball at the 25-yard line. So if it means anything, Kenwood's going to have some great field position here.
That's if West Creek, I feel like West Creek's probably going to go with the onside kick here if they're going to try to. Yep. Oh!
I think that Kenwood got that one, but it hit the player right in the face mask.
And they're going to give it to Kenwood.
That was a great job by the kicker. I mean, he did what he had to do, drill it into the ground and hope for the best. And unlucky for the Coyotes. So the Kenwood Knights will trot out onto the field with 33 seconds left and take a knee or two, and they'll get out of here with a much-needed victory to go to 3 and 4.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go in the victory formation here after they run an offensive lineman or two out on the field. Hope no scuffles after the play here. And it doesn't look like there is. Well done there from both teams. And I think that's going to do it.
I do believe you are right.
So your final score is going to end up being Kenwood 26, West Creek 16. And Jeff, it's been a great night tonight. I enjoyed calling the game with you tonight, and I hope to do it again.
Absolutely, I had a wonderful time tonight. It was such a nice game. It was such a nice game to come and just watch this game.
So next week we will have Springfield at Montgomery Central here at 7 o'clock. So that'll be the game of the week on October 6th. So keep a lookout for that, folks, and we'll see you next week here on APSU TV.
Again, your final score, Kenwood Knights 26, West Creek Coyotes 16.